When people think of autism, they think of a person who's awkward in social situations and somebody who can't make eye contact. What if I told you that some autistic people are actually really good in social situations and you would never know that they have autism? Let's talk about a couple of signs of high functioning autism. Looks like y'all enjoyed part one, so I'm back with a part two. Number one, you rehearse conversations in your head before they actually happen. This is a part of masking. You study people, you look at their cadence, you know how much eye contact to make. You've studied people because you felt like an outsider for a long time. So after enough studying and after enough watching and after enough masking, you learn how to be smooth in social situations. You learn how to weave in and out of conversations. You learn how to become the life of the party. People don't see that it's costing you a lot of energy. And this is why people have to isolate when they're autistic. Because you're masking and you're going out into this world that's not set up for you. It's actually set up for neurotypical people. But you mask because you want friends, you want to be included, you want to feel like you're a part of something. So you studied people to the point where you actually know how to operate in social situations. This throws people off. Sometimes it even throws you off. But if you're smooth in social situations, you're able to make friends, you're able to date without too much difficulty, at least so it seems. You're going to be tired and burnt out because this is not really you. You've created a world for yourself. You've created this new personality that you've taken into the world. And sometimes when we mask, the unfortunate thing is that it could work. It could actually work. And it could work so well to the point where you don't know who you are. And that's a whole different ballgame, but you cannot be too hard on yourself because the things that you did to mask or just because you wanted to be included. You wanted to fit in. Number two, you tend to be exhausted after social situations and gatherings, even if things went well. And this is a tricky one because you'll go out into public and let's say you go to a house party. You go out, you know all the songs, word for word. You're dancing, it's on rhythm. You're having a great time. At the end of the night, people say, hey, it was good to see you. I hope to see you again. Come back next week. We're having the party again. And you're like, yeah, all right, bet. Yeah, I'll come out. You're not coming out. You're gassed out. You're tired. You're not coming out. You had only enough energy for that one party and maybe a couple of things after that. But you don't have that much energy because you're masking. It's not natural to you. And sometimes you mask to the point where it becomes natural to you. But everything that you do in general costs energy. You have to pay with energy. You got to pay with time. And when you're autistic, you could also struggle with executive dysfunction. The small things can be very difficult for you. So you going to a house party isn't just you going to the party. It's you having to find your keys. You have to make sure that you have your wallet on you in case you get pulled over. You have to make sure that you put the address in and that you don't get lost. And you got to pay attention. There's a lot of steps that go into doing anything. And if you're neurodivergent, my ADHD boys and girls, my autistic boys and girls, you know how difficult the simple things can be. Everything is going to cost you energy. Everything is going to take time. So when you socialize with others and things are great, they may be confused when after the function, they hit you up and they don't hear from you. You're just recharging. Like you'll come out eventually, but you're just tired. And after a week or two, you have the energy to reply back to people's text messages and their inquiries. But for now, you got to get some rest. And lastly, you're super sensitive to lights, sounds, and textures, but you hide it well. And nobody knows how much of a problem this is. This is a person who is in a relationship and you hear your partner smacking and you hate it. You hate the fact that they chew with their mouth open and that they slurp. And this drives you nuts. But instead of you saying anything, you just quietly retreat to another room because you don't want to offend them. But you actually hate that smacking sound, chewing with your mouth open, popping and smacking the bubble gum. It's the most frustrating and annoying thing in the world. You hate the textures of certain foods. Sometimes you don't like food to touch. You don't want the potatoes to touch the beans. And you don't want that to touch the meat. If it touches, you need another meal. You need your food to be cut up a certain way. The tags on the back of your clothes, you can't deal with them. So you take them off. And when people really know you, they know that when they give you a new shirt or a new clothing item, we gotta take the tags off because this is gonna drive you up the wall. These are things that a lot of people who are neurodivergent could experience. And you don't have to be neurodivergent to experience these things. But if you do have high functioning autism or level 1 autism, which is a proper term for it, you could struggle with some of these things and not know how to articulate it.